Hello and welcome to another video from me, Rough Swordsman, Wargamer. As you can see, here's Stalingrad 42 by Mark Simonich and GMT Games, but we're going to do an unbagging of Little Saturn / Winter Storm, an expansion for Stalingrad 42. So let's open the bag. So here is an 8-page booklet explaining those expansions. Full colour, matte paper. So, introduction and the Little Saturn Winter Storm setup and scenario data, and all the special rules and markers that this expansion uses. Special first turn rules, Tiger tank units and Soviet artillery divisions, and the other new units. We've got some German Storm battalions, Soviet ski brigades, and Little Saturn Soviet units. Potomnik airfield marker and air units, the ice road and Menich Lakes and the Volga road supply, and the Kalmyk steppe, some railhead markers for the Axis and Soviets, and merging units, and it now says this rule may be used in all Stalingrad scenarios. Breakdown units and the victory conditions. Here it says important changes to the second edition rules, and we'll see that in a moment. There are also some replacement units which we have to replace with the units we got in the base game, and then there's an illustrated setup which is good, which continues to the back of the booklet. And here are the credits. Also included is another complete set of the rules, which replace the rules in the base game, which is a bit of a nuisance, but I assume you can download this from the GMT website. And there are, as you saw from the scenario booklet, some important changes to these rules here. Quite significant changes, as well as new replacement counters. So if you get this expansion, you can throw away the rule set in the core game and put this one in its place. And just to let you know, there are significant changes. There's this little icon here that highlight the rule changes in this new edition. Here's the access setup sheet for the two scenarios, single-sided, and a slightly longer one, which I can just about get into shot, for the Soviets. Again, single-sided. There is also a turn record track for the two scenarios, showing what turn the reinforcements come in for both sides. Also included are 2 copies of the player aid seen in the base game, with the combat results table on one side and the terrain effects chart on the other, which I assume again replaces the 2 you got in the core game. And lastly, the half counter sheet, which as always is on the brown core, and using this more matte finish that GMT have started to use. 13 of these counters will replace the ones in the core set, and the others I assume are for these new scenarios. And here's the other side. So this has been a short unbagging of the new expansion for Stalingrad 42, Little Saturn and Winter Storm scenarios. And I have it under good authority that these new rules and replacement counters are not essential. The game isn't broken without them, and I would think you would be able to download those new rules from the GMT website. So there we are. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and you found it interesting. If you did and you haven't done so already, it would be great if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Really does help. Pushing the like button of the video, the thumbs up, helps tremendously as well with the algorithm. And if you want to be informed of other content the channel uploads, then push that bell. Leave a comment. As I've just said, The game isn't unplayable without this expansion, but scratching my head a little as to why they've done it this way. But anyway, I would think most people who have the Stalingrad 42 game will get the expansion anyway. But let me know, because by now you know I love to read them. Thanks as always to my subscribers, thank you very much. And just a quick reminder, if you wish to support the channel a little bit further, well now you can buy the channel a coffee, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. Or you can push the super thanks button underneath the video. And if you decide to do that, they will be gratefully received and really do help to keep the channel ticking along, so thank you. So, until the next video, as always, you take care and goodbye.